with a potential indication of Bray Wyatt's WWE return and more. This is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report for October 5th. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. On his Experience podcast, Jim Cornette talked about Austin Theory's match against Drew McIntyre, where he called out WWE for their booking of the young star. Austin Theory, what have they done to my boy? He did a backstage interview and it was more noticeable here because he's a guy that wants to look at people he's talking to and wants to as a cocky heel. You can tell he's trying not to look at the camera because they're still telling, for whatever reason, that Vince McMahon had in his demented mind, the talent still in a pre-taped backstage with an interview will not look at the camera because Vince didn't like that. This guy was going to be the chosen one. He got the Money in the Bank briefcase. He was Vince McMahon's protege. He's a tremendous worker. He's got the physical tools, everything. And now just whatever he did to piss whoever off since Vince has been gone, he's a flunky. He's clinging to that Money in the Bank briefcase by a thread, and that is the only thing he's got in his back pocket. And he had that before they started this teardown project. For the 103rd birthday of a superfan, The Rock sang this grandmother happy birthday over the phone. Here's the video.
Alright, this message is for the one and the only. My favorite grandma in the world, Grandma Grover. This is your other grandson, your favorite grandson. This is DJ here. Grandma Grover, happy birthday. That's Tina. She's so excited for your birthday. We're so excited for your birthday. And we're going to sing your little birthday song. Here we go.
Hello.
Happy. Sorry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Grandma Grover. Sounds nice, Tia. You make me sound good, thank you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Grandma Grover. Tia, could you say an amazing and blessed 103?
Thank you, little girl. She's beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah.
What a blessing. What a life.
How old is your
as
little
I've said before,
girl?
I think on all your birthdays now that I've been wishing you happy birthday. I'm so grateful that you were born. We love you. Happy birthday, Grandma Grover.
Thank you, Rock. Yes. Look at her laughing. The little girl's laughing.
When speaking on the Bound for Glory press pass, Mickie James talked about proving she can still compete at the highest level. I had to go home, and I had to think about a lot of things. And the reality is that I love this business so much, and I love it too much to not be the best that I can be. Over the last 2 decades, I've seen the business evolve, devolve, and then come back again for the women, and it's true. We have, everywhere you look, is some of the greatest talent out there that are in television. I always said that I never wanted to fade away. I just don't want that. I don't want to go out a shell of what I used to be. And if I can't be that champion and I can't fight the way I need to fight, because the truth is my body hurts. And I love it so much and I give everything that I have, and then it takes me longer to come back. It takes me longer to heal. I just want to be able to spend time with my son, and he's only 8 years old. I want to be able to go to his games and do all of these things and still be able to be my best self for him. But I also want to be, if I'm going to stay in the business and still be here, I just want to be the best champion and be the best Mickie James that I can be. If I can't be that, then I don't belong here anymore. And that's just the reality. I love the business so much, and I'm so grateful that we've come so far and I'm so grateful that the women are getting all of these opportunities. I think it took a long time and a lot of women to get here, to be able to live in this journey for so long, and to see it and see so many women thriving and being truly seen as equals, and being able to make the money and main event the shows and do all of these things. It's amazing. It's amazing. And if you would have told little Alexis Lurie when I was first at TNA that these things were going to happen, I would have thought you were insane, because we were just novelties. You were lucky to get a spot. You were lucky to be a manager. You were lucky to get a match. Now it's true equality, and it's awesome. When a fan asked who he'd like to induct him into the WWE Hall of Fame, Bruce Prichard said on his Something to Wrestle podcast, "Wow, that's a loaded question, because there is, selfishly, but at the same time, you have to look at it. First of all, I never think I'm going into the Hall of Fame, but if I were, and if I were to pick, there is a handful of people that I want to do it. Vince McMahon, because of our friendship and just everything that we've been through. I would not be here if not for him. But on the other side of things, I look at John Layfield, Jerry Briscoe, my older brother Tom Prichard, and Undertaker. Talking to NBC Sports Boston, Raquel Rodriguez talked about the events WWE is holding in Saudi Arabia. She said, "I was very excited about the last trip they took to Saudi because they took so many women with them, and we had so much of our women's roster representing over there. It was so great." So yeah, I think women are going to main event one of these Crown Jewels events for sure. With Andrade and Sammy Guevara getting heated over social media, the Spanish God responded to El Idolo's claim that he confronted Sammy when Guevara had made complaints about him being stiff. As Sammy said, "You didn't say shh to me, you liar, but here's some truth, you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law. Are you really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time? Just go back to WWE like we all know you want to do and off." Sammy would also note in his vlog that he is tired of the drama. There's just so much drama that goes on in wrestling. It's really exhausting. It's tiring. Seems like every couple of weeks is something I'm minding on my own business on vacation, and then, people want to start drama with me. It is what it is. It's the life I signed up for, I suppose. But it's definitely tiring, and maybe I'll need to go on another vacation next week because stressful. With Andrade teasing his exit from AEW and a possible return to WWE, AEW President Tony Khan spoke about Andrade's match against 10 of the Dark Order, saying Andrade is a terrible guy. If Andrade loses this match, he would leave AEW forever. And frankly, the way things have gone with Andrade and the way things have carried on, I think a lot of people might not mind that, but it'll be an interesting situation to follow. On his podcast, former WWE writer Freddie Prinze Jr. revealed that he did make an offer to former WWE star Bray Wyatt, as he said, "I'm still moving forward. I have a finished draft, a finished script. I have 2 producers that are both interested in wanting to partner up with me on this. I don't have a TV deal in place, but I have very close to that. It's weird sharing dreams for 2 reasons. One, once you release the energy, it's out there and it's no longer within you, so then you have to kind of find a new way to challenge yourself. Secondly, I hate announcing a deal before there's ink on paper, because until there's ink on paper, your script is nothing. Your federation is nothing. It's just an idea. I have a script in place that people have been incredibly receptive to. I'm working on filling out a roster. I have a female in place that a lot of people know and love. Yeah, I can say that. Everybody knows that I love Bray, and it was basically reported that I was the one that made the offer, and sure, I'll confirm that. I've put out an offer there, and I think it's a creative offer. Financially, I wouldn't be able to compete with WWE, but I've put other things in there that I think are important to Bray. I don't think I'm going to get it as the weeks go on, but we'll see. You never know. And if I don't, then I'll shift gears again like I did the last time. It's a speed bump in the road, and I will find the next person and rework the story to make it work for that. But whoever my main guy is, that's who this is going to revolve around in the wrestling half of things. Speaking of Bray Wyatt, it's been reported that a horror writer has joined WWE, which builds upon rumors of Wyatt making his return to the company. Fightful has learned that horror writer Rob Fee recently joined the company, starting full-time work in October, and officially signing this week for the spot of director of Longtime Creative. Fee has worked as a horror writer for Marvel in the past, and has been well regarded for his work. He's penned comics for Spider-Man, Daredevil, Avengers, and was head writer on several Disney shows. Fee once pitched a Fiend-related movie that was said to have resonated well with WWE higher-ups, and had the possibility of getting produced. However, Bray Wyatt was released shortly after, so the project couldn't get produced. However, we have been told that one of Fee's early projects with WWE has been the direction and production of the QR code-related cryptic messages we've seen on television in recent weeks that has gained an incredible amount of buzz. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.